and welcome to the HBM Test and Measurement FAQ video series. I'm Krista Tweed, an Applications Engineer with HBM, and in this video I'm going to provide an overview of the cursors available in Perception. Perception supports three cursor types: vertical, horizontal, and slope. Icons in the toolbar are used to turn the different types of cursors on and off. Vertical cursors are enabled automatically. You will find them docked at the far left corner of the display. When vertical and horizontal cursors are turned on, two of each type are displayed. With slope cursors, the user decides if they want 1, 2, or 3 cursors using the final icon in the cursor toolbar. To place a cursor at a point of interest, simply grab the cursor handle with your mouse and drag it where you want it. The bottom of the display shows you where the red vertical cursor, also called the active cursor, intersects the active trace. The channel name for the active trace is highlighted in the display, like channel A5 in this example. You can also press the space bar or click on the cursor table icon in the toolbar to open the cursor table dialog. This table shows you where each signal in the display intersects with each cursor. This sample display shows all three types of cursors. The blue horizontal cursor has been placed at the baseline of trace A7. The red slope cursor has been adjusted to match the slope of one portion of the trace A7. The cursor table shows us where each of the cursors intersect each of the traces in the display. The icons at the top of the cursor dialog allow you to select which traces are displayed in the table. You can either show the intersection for all traces or just the active trace. You can also control the formatting of the values. You can copy individual tables to the clipboard, for example, just the table with the vertical cursor values. You can also post or append the table to Excel. These options give the user an easy way to move the cursor values to other software packages. Cursor data, meaning the X position and Y value for the cursor location, are available in the display data source. Under the main display data source, you will have an entry for each display present in the Perception workbench. In this example, you can see the main display data source. It is expanded to show the single display that is in my workbench. By expanding the display data source, I see all the different types of cursors. Expanding each option shows the X position and Y value options. These values can be used anywhere in Perception that accepts scalar values, including reports, user tables, formulas, meters, and the log file. Note that there are two ways you can refer to the vertical cursors: active and passive, or as cursor 1 and cursor 2. The active cursor is the red cursor. It is the one that was used most recently. The passive cursor is the blue cursor. The Find and Go To dialog is opened by clicking on the icon pictured here. It looks like a pair of binoculars. The dialog allows you to move the active cursor to a point of interest on the active trace. The checkbox at the bottom of the dialog allows you to automatically have the display centered around the cursor after it is moved. You can find a local maximum or minimum, a specific time, a level crossing. There are many options. You can use the Next and Previous buttons in the dialog to step through the points of interest. For example, if you find a local maximum, you can click Next and it will take you to the next local maximum. Another way to automatically place the vertical cursors at points of interest is creating a user key. The list of cursor navigation options available in the User Key Configuration dialog is shown here. There is more information about user keys available in the dedicated user key video. In summary, we discussed the three types of cursors available in Perception: vertical, horizontal, and slope. We learned how to turn the cursors on and off, how to move them to a point of interest, both manually and automatically, and how to display or use the cursor data in a variety of Perception objects. Thanks for watching. If you have questions on Perception or any other HBM product, please feel free to contact technical support via phone, email, or the HBM website.